It's time now for the Peter Channel Sunday Morning News on this Sunday morning, September 4th, 2016. And good morning to you all on this lovely Sunday, September 4th, 2016. Here are your news and odds. Top straight at 8:01 on the Sunday morning is Vatican City, where Pope Urbanzi finds it hard to say St. Teresa as Mother Teresa was declared a saint by Pope Francis. Hermione picked up speed as it marched toward the East Coast, ruined the holiday weekend for some of the coast beaches as far north as New York is all. More of that coming up on the What is segment of the Peter Channel Sunday Morning News. Beijing. President Obama tried to downplay talking that orchestrated the diplomatic stunt by China on Sunday as leaders from the G20 major world economies began a summit in the eastern China city of Hangzhou. While the United States and Russia came up short Sunday, an agreement that 1 in 5 years of civil war between the serious Russian-backed government and the U.S. A 5.6 magnitude earthquake rattled Oklahoma Saturday, damaging buildings and tied for the strongest trembler ever recorded in the state, which has ever experienced rash of earthquake activity in the past decade in the U.S. Hillary Clinton's tax won't pay for as patented promises. Turkey has opened a new drive on Islamic State militants and check out advance of the U.S.-backed Syrian Kurdish fighters. Israel seeking police recruit singer and Arab. After Brazil's Rousseff Aston, what about corruption probe? Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe says judges reckless enough for allowed protests. 2 Fresno County correctional officers were convicted. Let's skip that. Senate Democrats feel that the date of 2 main allies right now in the quest for majority of the Hillary Clinton's crowd came and advertised it as allied with the most of the key swing states. And Donald Trump is also brought. Georgetown University's attempted to Senate at the tone for its deep involvement with slavery linked to the Jesuit school in the land of others that have undertaken similar journeys in the past decade to uncover painful episodes of their history. Tokyo, spurred by the collapse of the oil process, Saudi Arabia has come up with Vision 2030 upon the Lord's independence. Austrian Chancellor has committed that the multinational digital companies, the Google, Amazon, and Starbucks, as well as pay less tax in the country than local sausage stand does. Hong Kong is a bonus idea, especially administered Chinese city most crucial election since it had over the Britain and the outcome of which could pave the way for our first round of political confrontations. Washington technology media files political of companies along with a major corporate lobbying group filed legal briefs of finance support a Microsoft corporation lawsuit that aims to strike down a law preventing companies. Scientists from the University of Wisconsin have generate carbon nanotube transistors that outperform silicon transistors for the first time. Running up for Malaysia is racing farmers. Zika cases official Senate Sunday after detecting the first locally affected patient, which can be further switch a health system struggling to dig out of a mosquito-borne virus that can be fatal. Alright, looking at some local news. In Edinburgh, at least 4 vehicles that were reported Saturday morning to have been broken into overnight. Police responded within about 2 hours from shortly before 9 a.m. to a little after 11 a.m. to vehicle break-ins at 72 Orange Street, 109 Maple Street, 66 Orange Street, and 92 Park Street, police said. Addresses were within a block of each other. In Naughton, a family of 4 received minor injuries when their SUV rolled over the Interstate 45 Saturday night. Turning on the Interstate 95, a bus-bound driver, northern side of the car, moved the through traffic, but unlikely rest more keeping the car appears to have no driver, just a passenger happily surfing the net on a laptop. As self-driving cars are up to speed. Tops on the round incident expected to cause significant damage in the Edinburgh area, but will affect areas where one day include spoiled lemonade plants. Washington, Rentham, the time cover was packed with people and music and family and pets during the 35th annual Rentham Day on Saturday. Millwright, Massachusetts police say a young girl suffered burns after she tripped and fell in the pit. While Millwright police recently reported about 6 p.m. finding that a 2.5-year-old girl had tripped and landed in a fire pit while attending a birthday party. The child was quickly removed and placed in water to lessen her injuries. Out of caution, the child sent to Boston Hospital by a medical helicopter. The injuries are considered life-threatening. Peter Childers High, 8:05 on this Sunday morning, and it's time now for a spot support where the Boston Red Sox defeat the Oakland Athletics last night 11-2, while the New England Revolution over the Colorado Rapids 2-0. Lincoln and Nebraska. Nebraska overpowered Fresno State in the second half, won its opener in the easy fashion expected 43-10 over Fresno State. Stats from 40 hours by Byron. Call cabinet created fire so recently refused to stand during the play at the national anthem. Peter Childers Hub is now 8:06 on this Sunday morning, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Let's start off on the MBTA, where on the commuter rail it is looking good. On the subway system, it's looking good. On the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, let's take a look at area around the Deutsche Bank Golf Championship and the TPC in Boston and Norton, where speeds of 140 on the both ends, a little slow around the entrance to the Deutsche Bank on the Arthur Palmer Drive exit, and also it's a little slow around 140 from Reservoir Street around the entrance at Xfinity Center, so expect some delays around that area during the third and fourth round of the Deutsche Bank Golf Championship. Alright, let's zoom you out where highways and byways of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island are looking good. Mass Bank Exchange with 290 in Worcester a little slow. Highways and byways, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine are looking good, and Interstate 87 is southbound side little slow after the U.S. border, after the Canadian border up in upstate New York. 190 on the southbound side is backed up after the Canadian border up in Niagara Falls. And take a look at the Virginias, where it's looking good. Interstate 20 eastbound side little slow headed towards Atlanta. Out in Florida, it is looking good, and highways and byways around Texas, Interstate 70 down in Denver, Colorado. But it's
weather report, and here's the latest on Ermine.
where it's a post-tropical cyclone with 37.0 to the north, 70.0 to the west. Master today, wind 65 miles an hour, moving east-northeast at 12 miles an hour. And the latest public advisory shows Hermine expected to turn north for later today. Dangerous storm surge continue along the coast from Virginia to New Jersey. And Thompson waters in Chesapeake Bay and Smithport at southward bend discontinued. And Thompson waters effect from depth to Watch Hill and Delaware Bay. And Thompson waters effect from Watch Hill and Sandmore Beach. Blackout, Memphis Vineyard, and Nantucket. For some information specific to your area, including possible inland watches and waters, please monitor projects issued by a local National Weather Service Forecast Office. At 8 a.m. Eastern United Time, the center tropical cyclone Hermine was located near longitude 37.0 to the north, longitude 70.0 to the west. Pulse tropical cyclone is moving toward the east-northeast near 12 miles an hour, and turned toward the northeast at a northward at a decrease in the forward speed is expected later today, followed by a slow northward to the northeast westward. Motion fact Monday on the forecast director center Hermine will be under slowly offshore off the Midland coast for the next couple of days. Max sustained winds at near 6 miles an hour gust. Little changes to rate for the expected the day after that. The cyclone is forecasted to respond hurricane force late tonight and Monday. Hermine is the large wind field, tropical force winds extended over 205 miles an hour from the center area force. Reserve custom aircraft recently reported minimum central pressure 99 millibars and 29.5 inches. Hazard effect line and wind tropical storm conditions will continue to spread northward within the warden area along the Atlantic coast. Monday there may be multiple occurrences of tropical conditions on ports of the middle and close to the warden area during the next couple of days. Tropical conditions are possible in the watch area by Monday. Storm surge, combination of storm surge and the tide will be caused normally dry airs for the near the coast, be flooded by rising waters moving into the shoreline along the immediate coastline. The surge will be accompanied by large and dangerous waves, and there's a danger of light freighted and duration wind in the next 36 hours from Chesapeake, Virginia to New York, New Jersey. Person within the areas should take all necessary actions to protect life and Property from Westwater. Property fall all instructions included evacuation from local officials. There is also possibly a life-threatening individuation during the next warehouse at the many coastal location between Sunny, New Jersey, and Bridgeport, Connecticut. The water could reach to the fall at above ground, and the big surge occurs at a time high tide. North Carolina south 1 to 2 feet. Hampton Roads area 1 to 2 feet. Chesapeake, Virginia to the vicinity New Jersey 3 to 5 feet, and Sunny, New Jersey to Bridgeport, Connecticut 2 to 4 feet. Rainfall. Heavy rainfall associated with the Hermine will remain offshore for Monday, Labor Day, and Hermine will produce rainfall amounts of 1 or 2 inches over the 7 New England from Long Island and eastern Massachusetts, and additional rainfall of 1 inch of less along the coastline of the Middle States, and large waves generated by wind turbine will affect the U.S. East Coast from the Middle States and spread northward along the coast of southern New England from Monday. These waves are likely to cause life-threatening surf and wind current conditions and significant beach erosion. Please consult products from your local weather office. And service on one, and tropical rain located just east of the list of utilities says, put us in a large area, discarded this in showers. And winds today from near tropical storm force at level winds are not expected to be connected for a significant development of this distant urban wall. It moves westward about 15-20 miles an hour off the Caribbean Sea this week. Regardless of whether or not the development occurs, this wave will reduce locally for rainfall and gusty winds over portions of the lesser utilities early Monday. Formation chance for 4 hours, low 20% formation chance for 5 days, low 30%. And this is Hermine. This is a line of rain showers off the Delaware coast. This is Hermine, stretching all the way counterclockwise around that area. And this is patchy rain showers about Virginia down in West Virginia. Alright. It is a beautiful start to your morning. So if you're going to the Deutsche Bank Golf Championship, no worries in the weather department. Hurricane local statement. The latest one, 40-50 mile per hour wind gusts across the south coast. Keep it out. Start out on Monday afternoon. And new information. A tropical water remains in effect for 7 Bristol, Massachusetts, 7 Plymouth, Massachusetts, Baltimore, Massachusetts, Stokes, Massachusetts, Nantucket, Massachusetts, Southeast parts of Rhode Island, Eastern Kent, and Rhode Island, Bristol, Rhode Island, Washington, Rhode Island, Newport, Rhode Island, and Buck Island, Rhode Island. About 3 to 10 miles south of Nantucket, Massachusetts, 36.8. The north, 7.8 to west, intensity about 65 miles an hour. Movement east northeast at or 65 degrees at 12 miles an hour. And situation overview. Post-tropical storm area will affect Rhode Island and Massachusetts South Coast. Wind, rough surf, and dangerous wind currents of beach erosion. Tropical watch remains in effect for the south coast of Rhode Island and Massachusetts, including Buck Island, Mount Virginia, and Nantucket and Cape Cod. Tropical force conditions are most likely tonight and Monday afternoon and morning for the islands along the immediate south coast. Since Hermine is expected to solve south of the New England squalls with the tropical force gusts may linger in the times of midweek across the Cape Downs. Tropical force wind gusts may arrive by across Buck Island, Mount Virginia, and Nantucket late this afternoon spread off along the south coast tonight. Winds gusts between 40 and 50 miles an hour along the immediate south coast, and islands may down some trees and large branches with scattered power outages. Some trees may be susceptible to wind damage due to the stress from drought conditions. The strongest wind gusts should occur tonight and Monday afternoon along the coast. Dangerously rough surf and left further rip current conditions off likely in the middle part of the next week, especially along the Rhode Island and the Massachusetts South Coast beaches. A storm surge of 2 to 3 feet is expected during high time tonight along the Rhode Island coast may produce areas of moderate special along with the moderate beach erosion, especially from westerly Point Judith. 1 to 2 foot surges likely along Massachusetts shorelines with areas of minor beach erosion possible. Surf surge should be diminished a bit during the Monday high tide. A few downpours are possible for Monday and Tuesday across southeast New England, but not further than expected. Wind, prepare for wind having some impacts along the south coast. Keep it out. Potential impacts in this area could down trees, large benches, and power lines down because of scattered power outages. A 1 to 2 foot surge along the south coast of Massachusetts, 2 to 3 foot along the west and south coast is expected during tonight's high tide. This will result in minor beach erosion along exposed beaches with pockets of Moderate residents minus splash on without constipation. Westerly report Judith. Precaution prepares actions. If you live in a place that is particularly vulnerable to high winds, such as a mobile home, an outperform a high rise building, or plan to move to safe shelter. IT the advise the local officials to complete any orders that are issued. Do not needlessly jeopardize your life as others. Closely monitor NOA radio or local news outlets, including the Peter Channel for official storm information, lists of possible changes in the forecast. How does weather outlook day with today tonight? Drops on Hawaii, eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and eastern Connecticut. Tonight and Tuesday with periods of heavy rain and gusty winds over there. There's still uncertain when the exact direction and intensity of hurricane, which will determine magnitude and sensitive impact for the area. Current impacts are expected to be mainly coastal, with the greatest risk for beneficial rains across eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and eastern Connecticut. Strong wind fronts appears to be confined to the south coast, including Cape Cod and Islands, and possibly coastal. Plymouth County and Dayton on Monday for Saturday. Some Miami impact eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and eastern Connecticut with Tuesday with periods of heavy rain and gusty winds. However, there's still uncertainty that the exact direction and intensity of Vermont, which will determine the magnitude and extent and impact of the area of current impacts are expected to be mainly coastal, with a greatest risk for beneficial rains across eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and eastern Connecticut. Strong wind front appears to be confined to the south coast of Cape Cod, the islands, and possibly coastal Plymouth County. And okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, patch for 9 miles. Most south come at 7 degrees. North is about 6 to 11 miles because increase at 12 to 17 miles an hour after tonight. Check shot me after 11 p.m. Most gusts got with a low end 6 degrees. North is about 15 and 17 miles. Gusts is at 30 miles an hour. Chance reaching 40%. New appearance of mass to the 10 coordinates possible for 11 a.m. Shot likely to be thunderstorms as possible for 11 a.m. Some storms with heavy rain. Patch mark after 3 p.m. Otherwise, gusts got about 69 degrees. North is about 60 to 80 miles. Gusts is at 33 miles an hour. Chance reaching 6%. New rain about between a half and 3/4 inch. Possible by that. Tropical storm conditions possible. Chance showers thunderstorm before 2 a.m. Then a showers likely possibly a thunderstorm between 2 and 5 a.m. Then showers likely after 5 a.m. Thunderstorms due to heavy rain. Punch fog before 3 a.m. Otherwise. Cost got about 64 degrees. North is about 9 and 14 miles. Gusts is at 24 miles. Chance ratio is 6%. New rain remarks between the 10 coordinates are about it's possible thunderstorms for Tuesday, tropical conditions possible. Showers likely before 8 a.m. Then showers likely possibly a thunderstorm between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Then showers likely after 11 a.m. Some storms could reduce heavy rain. Patch fog before 2 p.m. Then patch fog after 3 p.m. Otherwise. Clouds got have at 0 degrees. Chance ratio 6%. Tuesday, tropical conditions possible. Chance showers with thunderstorms out possible at 2 a.m. Patch fog before 9 p.m. Otherwise. Clouds got about 6 degrees and chance ratio 4% for Wednesday. Tropical storm conditions possible. Chance showers. Most clouds got about 0 about 6 degrees. Chance ratio 40%. Thursday, parts of the podcast about 86, about 68 degrees. Friday, most of the Saturday podcast about 89, about 63 degrees. And for Saturday, most of the got about 85 degrees. Currently, not near, it is a clear podcast, guys, and the temperature, it's 60 degrees with humidity of 97%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Sunday morning news on the Sunday morning, September 4th, 2016. Peter, you have a good day with a good positive. I'll see you later on for either evening or late night news because of the Deutsche Bank Golf Championship. Hope you have a good day.